this is my HGE portfolio on Evernote, and I have my HGE portfolio organized in a notebook, and it has all my HGEs and the evidence that goes with each HGE. But to show you my individual HGE reflections, I'm going to go back to and organize it by tags. So I have one tag for each HGE, 1 through 10. This is the first HGE, and I have a reflection and the evidence that goes with it. Same with HGE 2 and 3.
Would you open up one of your pieces? Okay.
This is the reflection for an ekphrastic poem that I did in social studies class, and I reflected on how it related to HGE number 3. And then this is the evidence, which is the actual poem that I wrote. And then, so this is the evidence that I did that.
Before this project, had you ever used Evernote before?
I didn't even know what Evernote was before this project, but it was really good for this because it was really easy to, it was pretty straightforward and easy to use, and you just by pressing some buttons and just figuring out what each thing does, you could find your way around it pretty easily. And the other cool thing was for this piece of evidence, which was my poetry portfolio in English, it was I made my portfolio on the app Notability, and I was able to drag the portfolio right into Evernote and make a link right to it. So that was really cool, but I'm not sure if this will work.
Yeah, it'd be great to see that.
Yeah, there. So this is so then you can go through and see my whole portfolio right from Evernote. So that was one of the coolest things.
So when you do your conference, will you run through your portfolio as you are in this video?
Yes, I will run through it the same way. I still need to gather some evidence and write some reflections for the last 2 HGEs. So it'll be more complete in my conference. And I'll probably show how I organized it by notebook, notes, tags, and explain that.
Did you do a lot of this in school, or are you having to do some at home?
I did most of it in school, but I wrote a lot of reflections on Google Docs and Pages and places like that, and then most of what I did in school was dragging those reflections into Evernote, linking, things like that. And then there were a few that I wrote right directly onto Evernote in class too.
So your process for the conference would be explain your organizational structure in Evernote in general, and then go through each one of the HGEs showing artifact and reflection?
Yeah, I would say this is my HGE portfolio because when it's organized by notebooks, it shows a little book, and that's kind of cool because it's all put together. And then I would go to tags because that has all the HGEs right there, and because in the notebook, you can't organize it in order, so I couldn't go HGE 1 first, then 2, then 3. It's just whichever one you made most recently is last. So the tags you can organize like that so that...
So you can run right down the line.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Catherine.
No problem.